Alright, and I'm back. This next part of the dungeon I think is just a memory puzzle, if I remember correctly. Okay, there's so many enemies here. Okay, I'll be right back. And I'm back. Sorry about that, but... Head to the left here, there's probably no enemy here. Thank God. There's probably one map with no enemy. Oh yeah, okay, this is a memory puzzle. You step on this little block here, and keep an eye on the emblems on the wall. Air, ice, fire, wind, down arrow, angel wings, something. I don't even know what that is. But basically, the gist here is you head up this way, head through this little door here. That was... whatever. And we have an up-down view from this room, and you basically have to follow the order of elements that showed up on the wall. So, we saw the little air thing. I think it was air... I think it was air... ice? Yeah, it was air ice. And there's only two enemies in this fight, so I'll just cut out this file. I'll be right back. Okay, and the next fight I believe is ice. Yes, it was ice. Then it was fire, I believe. Yeah. Okay, fire... air? Or is that a little windy thingy to the right? Yeah. And then it was that little down boat. Or down arrow, my bad. Was it the down boat arrow? Yes, it was. Okay. I have a little map just to make sure. I don't want to screw this up and embarrass myself. And then also angel wings. Then there's going to be an enemy in this next room. And then there's actually a slight little trick here they don't tell. Oh, goodness gracious. How does this thing even get in the room? Are you kidding? Whatever. And the mech and that stupid turtle ran first thing that battle, so... But there's actually a slight trick here. The way you're supposed to go is to the right, but if you head down, you can actually find a... treasure chest, I believe? Yes, you can find a treasure chest, but it's not any old treasure chest. This is actually... wait for it. The Valiant Mail, which I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm like 99.5% sure about this, is the best armor in the game. Hands down. Like, it resists nothing, but it gives you a crap ton of armor. And it actually doesn't look too bad. I think it looks really cool, honestly, so... You know, usually I'm not one for armor with, like, helmets on it, but... I can make an exception about this one. Anyways, the way out of here is to the right. And we have a little healing circle over there while I'm taking that, but after this battle, so I'll be right back. Actually, no, I'll keep this battle in so I can show off the armor. Like, in a closer angle. So... yeah, that armor is pretty... yeah, that's just cool to me, I don't know. The helmet's a little... the little horns in the helmet are a little ridiculous, but... you know... you can't have... oh gosh, there's a... yeah, where's the turtle? Where's the turtle? Turtle!
Here goes!
In hindsight, that might not have been the best idea in the world, because there is a boss battle coming up, and you're gonna want your Volty for it. Yeah, I believe you're gonna want at least 40 Volty. I'm gonna want to cast Heaven's Gate at the very least, so hopefully I can get a little bit of that little Volty there. Okay, well. I'm gonna be a little shy in Volty. I don't think it's necessary, because I didn't have Heaven's Gate in my practice file. So, it's not necessary, but it's definitely helpful. We always get a bunch of experience for that, and we get one level. Fortunately, we're getting to the point where it's not an instant level for, like, everyone, so... yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and heal up, and down these stairs are actually boss battle. It is fairly difficult, so I recommend healing at the heal point, which is that's what it's there for, but... not even that. If you're really scared, go back and save, because this dungeon is a little tedious and long. I am Valkyrie, the Selector of Souls. Oh god, it's horrible. Whatever. I watched your battle of Karen. Will you lend me your strength? What do you want? This is an excellent question. Let me answer it like this. I am asking you to come to heaven with me. Heaven. Meaning death, right? You don't even know me and you want me dead. Well, it's not a painful thing. Just a little pinch at first, and you feel better in no time. Well? What do you think? No! People who are there say it's a great place to live. That makes no sense. They're not even alive! You have a point. Become whatever that is, and join me in becoming the best. No? Wasn't ninja or whatever. Anyway, you're a weirdo, so I know. You seem to have a problem with me. I've decided I will force you to come with me. And so we actually have fight Valkyrie. For those of you who are not aware, she is from Valkyrie Profile, a game for the PlayStation. It's actually remade for the PlayStation 2, and it has a sequel, Valkyrie 2 Profile, or something like that. It might be like Samaria, Profile and Samaria. I'm not sure, I played Valkyrie 1 a little bit for the PSP, but I was borrowing it from a friend and he took it back, so... Like I was mentioning, Heaven's Gate is a very good option for her. I believe she calls stun very easily, so you don't want to cause stun slow. She calls like everything. She causes a lot, to be honest, so I'm going to go ahead and Heaven's Gate myself. Keep myself healthy, that's all I want to do here. So yeah, this is the first time I think I've actually ever used it. But it's very nice to have, I mean, who wants these negative stat effects? No one. But you want to be very careful of her because she has a Volty Blast. She has the Volty Blast, and I'd rather her not use it on me. Because I don't want to die because of Volty Blast again. I think she's using a Nyx. I guess I was a little too high for her, but my voice got. Or Kane. But the cool thing about her Volty Blast is that it is actually a move from her game. So for those of you who are Valkyrie Profile fans, you'll get to see it in my recorder. It's going crazy. Don't please don't die, Kane. Please don't die. I think he might be dead. Oh, or the cap is HP. What am I saying? Okay, so now we're safe for now. Thank God. But her regular attacks are fairly strong. She goes very quickly and she's got all the side effects. But if you keep Heaven's Gate on, you can just wail on her and you should have no problem. I'm going to go ahead and reapply it. You know, head on right. Heaven's Gate applied directly to the forehead. And all in all, the battle shouldn't be too difficult. If you're not careful, if you don't have like the super characters like I do, this battle is a lot more difficult, so... I'm sorry for those of you who might not have this party member and you're looking for a little bit of help. I would recommend stocking up on a crap ton of like these, obviously the Herbitrack DXs would be good. What would be very good is these Revival Stone chips, which are sort of fair chunk of HP for everyone in the party. And Revival Stones would also be very good. Okay, really? No, 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 no. Someone hit her! Someone hit her! Someone take the target! Someone target! Oh gosh. Please don't hit me. Oh god, he should... I should survive. I have like 2000 HP, good armor. She only did some... Oh, that one. Okay, we're good. Okay, I thought she was using it on me and I was having panic attacks. At this point, like, this part of the dungeon, I just don't want to die, to be honest. I mean, I'll be heading back here in a second, I'll be able to save again. But... I'd rather not die before I want to save. You know, why they chose to, put Valkyrie in such a humorous light, I'm not sure, but I'll take it. These post-game cutscenes are hilarious. I love them. They're my favorite cutscenes of the game, to be honest. So, always free level up for everyone, plus the growth stone, so I will take it. And they came level twice or only once. I can't tell. I think it was only once. I cannot believe I lost. It's time for Plan B. I don't think you should be telling me that, should you? On the path before you, there's a terrible man with great powers. If you can defeat him, then good. But if you cannot beat him, I will lend you my strength. What do you say to that, Miss Midnillo? And Valkyrie joins the friends list, so she's... whatever. Let me know when you may help. Goodbye! And she slides away. Oh, I almost forgot. She walks casually on. I have two of these, so you can have one. What is it? It is what you people call a bride. Don't spoil the details. You get the Holy Soul Graham, which I believe is Valkyrie's weapon in her game. And she slides away again. See ya. And so, she is actually the final character we'll be joining on our friends list for my commentated playthrough of this game. But unfortunately, to get her in your party, you have to walk all the way back through this dungeon. So, that being said, I'm gonna do it off camera because I don't think there's any. Actually, I'm gonna equip that unlock the short sword because I like it's actually weaker than the axe by a little bit, but it's faster, so I want that like really badly. And I believe if you take the wrong path in this room, it takes you back to the beginning, like all the way at the beginning of it. So it's a nice little shortcut. But outside of that, you just take all the fall. Actually, if you take all the wrong turns, you should be pretty good. You should be. No, whatever. I'll meet you guys back in Radiata. Alright guys, and I'm back, so we'd go ahead and Valkyrie in my party, and I'm also going to make note that from now until like the end of the... I'm going to take out Nyx for that, but you know it's worth it. Valkyrie's awesome. And I'll also make note that she has a very, very I thought she had Tri-Ace. Is that only New Game Plus? Or you just get that randomly? I guess so. Okay, well, never mind. But at this point, this is, I recommend you don't sleep after doing all that, mostly just because you have to go through all those random battles again, and I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to go ahead and save so I don't, if I die, I won't screw anything up too badly. And then this is going to, from here into the rest of the dungeon, there's really no reason to come back, so I would recommend buying any more healing items, the last of your healing items you're going to want for the Secret Dungeon run-through. Of course, you can always come back, come back on your own time. You don't have to do it the way I'm doing it, but the way I'm doing it, I won't be coming back, and I'm going to take this. I'm already higher level. What? Okay, that's weird. I'm actually higher level in my this file than I am in my practice file, which got to the final point. That's right, I died in the final. Never mind. I was like, I'll meet you guys back at the dungeon, so I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back here to the Destruction Portal where we fought Valkyrie, and I have her in my party, like I said, and off camera I went ahead and bought a bunch of, scratch sound while I'm at it. And the Strength Berry while I'm at it. Anything else? No? Okay. I bought a bunch of Revival Stones, so I have like 11 of them now. 11 or 12. 13 gold. I'll take every little thing I can get at this point. This next part of the dungeon is actually a little... This is my least favorite part of the dungeon, to be honest. It's not really a maze, but it's like a bunch of little rooms you have to go through. But you can't see the doors, you have to kick in the right place. It's hinted. It's not like... They're not evil about it or anything, but... No, I'd rather... let us see the doors and go through a room. Anyways, yeah. The only door you can see, or I don't think it's the only door in the dungeon you can see, but the main door you can see in this dungeon is right here. And actually leads to this giant stone right here. If you look at it, it says... The wall has collapsed. Alice should be. Next word beckons. I vaguely remember that actually giving you a hint, but apparently not. I guess that is kind of a hint, but... Like I was saying, you need to find the stupid door, but I'm gonna go ahead and fight these enemies, so I'll be right back. And one really positive thing to note about Valkyrie is in the battle, if you noticed her status elements, I didn't really show it off, but she can now do that to your enemies. So, it is completely awesome watching her just run through everyone, petrifying everything, slowing it. It makes your life a whole lot easier, so I'd honestly recommend grabbing her. She won't really, help you all that much in the bosses, well, other than her insane damage, but the status effects won't really help you that much in the bosses, but I highly recommend getting her outside of the... She's a very cool character, you know that. But anyways, if you right here, the wall is slightly distorted, hard to see at night, unfortunately. But you kick this area, and it opens up a little door for you, so yeah, you go to the door. And that's basically the entire gimmick of this area. It is a little, annoying, to be completely honest. Or it's annoying to me, and I don't like fighting enemies here for whatever reason, but I'll do it anyways because I need every level I can get for the final enemy, for the final boss of this game, or final boss of the Secret Dungeon. So, I'll be right back. And I'm back. The next door is over. Oh, no, screw you. No, stay away from me. Next door's right here. Okay, get the door. Okay, I'm good. But the only problem about coming here at night for me is that there's 2 doors in this dungeon that can only be accessed during certain times of the day. One at day and one at night. The one during the day has a charge chest containing a defense berry behind it, so I won't be able to get that. And I don't really... Honestly, the defense berry gives you what, like... somewhere between 1 to 10 defense. It's not... I would consider that worth it to stick around and try and get it. But if you want to get every item in the game, that is a thing, so you're going to want to wait around or come back at a different time. I mean, you could have probably slept and come back, it would have been that easy, so, you know. I didn't want to sleep because I didn't want to go through every sneaking random encounter on the way back. While they're gone, that would have been horrible. Just keep heading through which way to come from, right? Anyways, the door right there is actually the day door. If it's during the day, I believe it'll be see-through or walk-through or whatever. So, yeah. Oh, and I'm back, sorry. I wasn't really thinking there. Now, also, I believe if you're interested in Valkyrie and kind of where her storyline, I'd recommend, obviously look up Valkyrie profile. But I believe a lot of it's actually based around Norse. Is it Norse? I believe it's Norse mythology. So you could probably find a definition for that, whatever she was calling me earlier, like the Iron Juror or something. But the general gist of her game is that she is a warrior of heaven. I believe it's okay. Obviously, obvious disclaimer here. I have never fully played the Valkyrie profile there, and it's been a very long time since I have. I think about 7 years since I even played the first few hours of the game. So what I'm about to say is probably a little bit off. But I believe the game Valkyrie is a angel of heaven, or some sort of angel, the whatever you want to call it, a defender of heaven who there's a war of hell, or some sort of underworld, or some sort of organization trying to destroy the world or invade Valkyrie. No, what's it called? I know what it's called. Valhalla? Yeah, Valhalla, I believe. So she's rounding up a bunch of powerful souls to fight back. And so that's why she's coming to fight back. She's like, "Oh, you're strong, join my cause," you know. That's where that's coming from. Of course, there's probably some fine details I missed there. You can look it up. It's like, that stuff is all revealed in the first few. It's like revealed in the beginning of the game. So it's not huge, it's not a spoiler at all, I don't think. And I'm back. The next door, I believe, is against the wall right here. Which wall? Which stall is the wall? Okay. And he's head through it. And there's actually, I forgot to mention it, back in the pterodactyl, you need to head this way before heading the other way. I mean, you can not head this way, but it's kind of a counter... It wastes a little bit of time, so I'd recommend doing it first, but you can go through and clear the enemies if you really wanted to. Or if you're kind of bound on time, head that way. Like, if it's late in the day, like, say, 4 or 5 o'clock, and you got the light route, then I actually recommend heading to your right first, because the night door is in the room right to the right of there. So, if that happens to you, do it. I'd recommend doing it, but, you know, that's kind of a fine little detail. It's kind of hard to remember at the time, like, you don't realize it's that, probably wouldn't realize it's that time, so you might have to get a little lucky for that. Oh my goodness, I'm pretty sure, like, I was like, what, level 55 when I completed the game? I've almost like doubled my level. I got like 1.5 times it. That was ridiculous. Oh, there's actually a new enemy here. Of course, this guy is not too difficult if you ask me, though he's probably gonna kick my butt now that I've said that. I believe he's still a target here. I'm gonna make sure there's no, like, turtle thing. So I would love to catch every turtle I can. It's like any big target, just keep hitting him in giant AoE circles to stay behind him if you can. And, you know, I guess dodge the attacks. It's not hard to say. Like usual, I'd recommend jumping to a right or something, you know. Pick one path and keep going, just go with it. Yeah, I'd say right is probably your best bet based on that one attack that hits from the left to the right. That was his right to I don't know. I think it's his right to left, but you know, you can strategize yourselves. I'm just saying what I say. Anyways, you need to find this treasure chest here. It's a Guardian Seal. Boundary Crest. Guardian Seal is like from Fire Emblem or something, so completely wrong series there. Or wrong game, I should say. Radiata Stories is unfortunately not a series. As far as I'm aware. I mean, there's the mangas, which I didn't know existed, so there very well might be some sort of secret... What's it called? Secret sequel or related game that I never heard of, because it's only in Japanese, and it's like from an obscure console, like Famicom or something, but... not Famicom, wasn't what I'm looking for. I feel like there was like some console between Super Nintendo and N64 that only came out in Japan. That might have been Famicom. I should remember, because there's a game called Radical Dreamers for I think that was for Super Nintendo. But it was basically Chrono Cross from the PlayStation. I'm sure most of you have heard of it. I mean, I've mentioned the soundtrack several times. Best soundtrack ever! But